Hello, I'm here to inform you about the great power of solar energy. As economies and populations grow, so will the world's energy demands. So much by the year 2040, these demands are expected to grow by 35%. With these growing demands and concerns over pollution, the answer to solve this problem for us all is solar energy. I researched solar power and discovered many positive aspects of it and the great things it can do for us all. First, I'm going to tell you about how the solar energy is harnessed, how it is very environmentally friendly, and the economic advantages it has for us all, as in the long run it will save us all a lot of money. Just as plants can harness the power of the sun, people are finally figuring out how to do the same thing. Currently, photovoltaic cells are being made, which turns the solar energy into electricity. These photovoltaic cells cause photons from sunlight to knock into each other, and when they knock into each other, they go faster and faster. This creates electricity. Concentrated solar beam systems also been developed that use lenses and mirrors to focus sunlight into small energy beams that produce electricity. It generates this electricity by directing the beams into a trough, which will a special liquid made up of 40% potassium nitrate and 60% sodium nitrate. When this liquid is heated up, it creates a steam which turns the turbines and creates pollution-free energy. The next step is harnessing solar energy is the building of solar towers. These solar towers are essentially power plants that produce solar energy. It works by being surrounded by mirrors that forces the sun rays into the tower, and it collects this energy. Currently, there are plans to build towers in Arizona. When this tower is done, it will stand 2,700 feet, making it the second tallest structure in the world. Brianna Panzarka's article, "The Solar Meets Wind Renewable Superpowers," informs us this tower will provide enough energy to provide enough energy for 150,000 homes for 80 years. As of right now, ways are being developed to harness the power of the sun, but the ways I've discussed are currently the most popular and viable ways for it to be done. In the U.S. and around the world, countries have started offering tax incentives, regional tariffs for people who generate their own solar electricity. The IRS and Department of Energy offer a joint program which offers a tax credit of up to 30% to the cost of solar power system installed in your home. This, combined with state programs, can offer rebates from up to 30% of the system to have put in your house. So the government is essentially paying you to create solar energy for yourself and create a clean power source. When we have these photovoltaic cells installed in our homes, we are essentially making our home electricity and becoming energy dependent. Across the country, new meter programs are starting, which actually allows people to sell back the extra power that they make from their utility companies. So once again, you're creating your own power and you're getting paid by the government, the power companies, to make that power. Installing photovoltaic solar power system is also a great investment in the property of your home, as it can increase the value of your home by $20,000. So you're making money, creating new energy. It's all a win-win. With the added value of the home and the energy savings, the system actually pays for itself in 3 to 5 years. According to Ken Wells' article, "Solar Energy is Ready," people are starting to realize the great savings that solar power can have for them, as there are solar panels installed on the roofs, and these installations have grown by 109% in the last 7 years and are expected to grow 71% this year. When we use solar power, we are easing the burden of natural resources on our environment and the pollution that comes from them. Solar power systems do not create any carbon dioxide, which is a big problem in society right now with the threat of global warming. The average American uses more than 1,100 kilowatts of electricity every year. This results in emissions of 23,122 pounds of carbon dioxide from burning coal to make our electricity. If we use solar energy, there will be none of that. An average car in the U.S. is responsible for 14,600 pounds of carbon dioxide every year. If just the state of California would use solar energy to provide enough power for its residents, it would be like taking 20 million cars off the road, and that is an unbelievable number. This happens when we use photovoltaic cell systems installed in their homes, as it also offsets 6 tons of carbon dioxide over the 20 years lifespan of the system. Getting electricity to some remote areas is also a big thing with solar energy, as we often have to buy batteries to get power in these systems, and when you will need that with solar power. For example, we've all seen the call boxes on the side of the highways. Solar power can convert energy for these boxes and power the equipment, and we won't have to use those batteries anymore. This is very helpful for the environment because these batteries are becoming a concern as chemicals from them leak into our soil and water. As Jeff Hendelman tells us in the article, The Secret to Solar Power, we frack on our backyards and pollute our own rivers, or we blow up our mountaintops just miles away from our nation's capital for an hour of electricity that we could just take was falling from the sky. After decades of burning fossil fuels, now is the time to look for a clean and renewable energy source. What source would be a better choice for that power than the sun, which humans will have as long as we're here? The longer we wait, the more we pollute our world, and will make it worse for the future generations, for us and our children. And that's not a world I want to leave for my kids. Thank you.